guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my weekly curly hair routine. Make sure you guys check out Kendra's week in my curly hair. She put one up a couple of months ago and I haven't done one in a while. So today we're just doing an updated week in my curly hair, and I also want to thank SheaMoisture so much for sponsoring today's video. So Sundays are usually my wash day and my hair oiling day. So this day I just had my hair in these braids from the weekend and I was taking them out. And I went ahead and started my hair oiling routine. You guys know, if you watch my curl reset routine, that I always do this on Sundays. And I just take some oils in this dropper. Today I was using almond oil, castor, and peppermint. And I just put the oil over my scalp, and I also drag this oil to my ends as well. And I like to spray a little bit of water on my ends before I put it all the way to my ends, just because I find that the oil penetrates better on damp hair versus dry hair. So after I massage my scalp, I just go ahead and drag the oil to the ends. And I love incorporating this into my routine. My hair is just so much softer, so much healthier, and it's grown a lot faster as well using this hair oiling method. So if you have not tried hair oiling and you want to boost your hair growth, I highly recommend it. So after I do that to each side of my head and massage the oils through my scalp and all over my ends, I like to wrap my head in saran wrap. And I have no idea how many times I wrap this around, just enough to make sure it's secure. And I leave this in my head for about 2 hours before I wash it out. So today I'm going to be using the new SheaMoisture Bond Repair Collection. As soon as I saw that SheaMoisture would be coming out with the Bond Repair Collection, I knew I wanted to try it. This 4-step system helps to repair and rebuild hair bonds, allowing you to have 84% less breakage. So of course, first I'm going to go in with the SheaMoisture Amla Oil Bond Repair Shampoo, and this shampoo is so moisturizing. It has a really nice creamy consistency, and it also helps to add 60% more moisture to your hair. It also gently cleanses and removes any buildup without stripping any natural oils from your hair, which is always a plus for us curly girls because our hair can tend to be on the drier side. So finding a shampoo that can cleanse your hair without stripping it is a game changer. And of course, the second step in the 4-step system is the conditioner. Now I'm going to be going in with the SheaMoisture Amla Oil Bond Repair Conditioner. This has amazing slip. It's so incredibly moisturizing and really helps to detangle my hair very easily. And you guys know, the longer your hair gets, the harder it is to detangle. But finding a conditioner that can get the job done is a plus for me. And it's been super important for me to incorporate bond repair products into my weekly routine, considering I dye my hair with permanent hair dye a few times a year, which can sometimes dry my hair out. And now that I'm a full-time curly girl, my hair is wet more often, which means it's more prone to breakage. So incorporating products like these in my routine is always super helpful to maintain healthy hair. So after I rinse out the conditioner, I'm going to go in with actually my favorite product from the collection. This is the SheaMoisture Amla Oil Bond Repair Mask. You guys know I love a good hair mask. This one is so whippy and creamy and buttery. It has a really nice thick consistency that goes in the hair like butter. I just let it sit while I did the rest of my shower routine and then rinsed it out. So after I rinsed out the hair mask, I'm going to go in with the final step of the 4-step system, and that is the Bond Repair Leave-In Conditioner. And this has a really nice slippery consistency. So this has great slip. So if you have a lot of tangles when you get out of the shower, even though I usually don't have a whole lot because I like to do my detangling in the shower, this has amazing slip, so it'll take care of any tangles that you may have. So I just put this all over each quadrant of my head, and I applied it from roots to ends. This system is also formulated specifically for curly and coily hair to repair broken bonds and strengthen the hair from roots to tips. By the way, this also pairs well with a multitude of stylers as well. So I personally like to use this with a custard. I find that the custard consistency works really well with this leave-in conditioner. So they work together beautifully. It also works well with mousses as well. So just keep that in mind when using this leave-in, that it will work with a multitude of stylers. So that's super convenient because I hate finding a leave-in conditioner that I really like, but it doesn't pair well with a lot of stylers. But this one does. So to ensure that my wash and go lasts at least 6 days, I always like to make sure I take my time when styling and taking small sections and doing my finger rolling. Sometimes I do finger coiling depending on how I feel, or sometimes I'll use a dimming brush. So I like to let my hair air dry. As you can see, I use a fan and I like to throw my hair over the back of the couch, and I always like to throw a blanket over just so I don't mess up my couch, and I just sit here for the remainder of the night and let my hair dry. So of course I slept with a scarf and a bonnet on. I'll show you guys how I do that on this evening, but the next day I just took my hair out of the scarf and the bonnet, and my hair was pretty much dry. My roots were just a tad bit damp. And I'm just going to go in with the bonding oil from this Bond Repair collection. It's really lightweight. It has a great consistency and it does not make the hair greasy, which I love. So I just took this and scrunched out any crunch that I may have had and put it all over my ends and separated my curls. And I think this wash and go turned out really pretty and super soft. So here's my hair on Monday. So now for Monday evening, my hair still looks pretty good and my roots are finally 100% dry. And as you can see, my hair has a little bit more shrinkage. That's how you can tell that my hair is 100% dry now. But I like to go ahead and take my hair and put it in a loose bun on the top of my head. You don't want to do a tight bun because you don't want to put too much tension on your edges. And then I like to use a silk scarf first. I want to make sure my wash and go lasts the entire week. I always put a silk scarf on first and then I put the bonnet over top of that. So if you're just sleeping with a bonnet, your wash and go probably won't last past 3 or 4 days. That's just from experience. So I just like to do the scarf and the bonnet to make sure it lasts. So moving on to Tuesday, of course I'm going to take my hair out of the bonnet and the scarf. And my hair looked pretty good because sometimes my hair gets a little mushed from sleeping on it, but I just basically shake it out and maneuver it and pull and tug on it just a little bit just to get any bendy pieces out. And sometimes I'll do a spray oil all over my ends, but I felt like I didn't really need any this day. My hair still felt pretty good and it looked pretty good as well. So I basically let it do its thing and I thought it still looked pretty good. Felt great, super soft and bouncy. So Tuesday evening, my hair was in my editing bun. So I basically had it in this bun for about 6 hours. And then I just took it out, hoping that my hair didn't have any creases, and it didn't. So my curls still look pretty good and bouncy. And I just took some of the bonding oil and applied it to my ends. This is a great oil to use during the day or at night because it's so lightweight. So I highly recommend getting the oil as well. And I just scrunch this into my ends. Don't drag it through your hair because I find that whenever I drag any kind of oil or conditioner in the middle of the week through my hair, it creates more friction, causing frizz. So if you're going to add any oil to your hair at night, just scrunch it in like you see me doing here, making sure it stays nice and moisturized. So y'all know the routine: loose bun, then we're gonna do our silk scarf, then we're gonna do our bonnet. So here we are Wednesday night, a little bit of change of scenery. I am back home at my mom's house and my hair is in a struggle bun because I did not even take my hair out of the bun this day. So I'm going to refresh my hair a little bit. I'm going to apply some of this SheaMoisture leave-in treatment. This is one of my favorite leave-ins from them. I've used this on my curls and when I straighten my hair. So I put a good amount in my palm and I like to mix it with oil. So I'm just going to take the Bond Repair oil and mix it, and I'm going to scrunch this in my ends. So remember what I said, don't drag it through because you're going to create more friction, causing more frizz. And my hair is starting to get frizzy from the day because I was in the car for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and my struggle bun was just not working with me this day. So I did need a refresher here. So this is what I like to do when I like to refresh my curls. I just take a really light leave-in conditioner and I like to mix it with an oil and then scrunch it into my ends and then also the back of my head and wherever else I think I may need it. So as you can see, I continue doing that scrunching method So yeah, just scrunch it in. You don't even need water most of the time because I find that water makes it even more frizzy. So I just take it and then scrunch it in basically every part where I see frizz. By the way, I don't like this air dryer or anything. I just like to go ahead and put my hair up in my loose bun for bed, and it dries perfectly in the morning. So you honestly don't need to air dry this because, like I said, you're not spraying water in your hair. You're just applying a little leave-in and some oil. So it's not really necessary to air dry. So the next day I just took my hair out of my scarf and my bonnet, and my hair was all the way dry from the leave-in and oil that I put in the night before. And I like to tug on it like I always do every time I take my hair out of the bun from sleeping on it. So I just pulled and tugged on it a little bit just to pull on any bendy pieces. And I did hit my edges with a little bit of edge control because they were starting to get a little crazy. Because I don't use edge control every day. I just don't always find it necessary. And plus, it sometimes breaks me out. So I just like to use it when necessary. So my hair looks pretty good. I must say it has more volume because, you know, we're getting later into the week. But I think it looks pretty good. So moving on to Thursday night, I'm back in my bathroom at home. Well, my other home. In Atlanta, and my hair did look a tad bit frizzy, but honestly I didn't even bother to add any more leave-in conditioner because I knew that I was going to be washing it in the next couple of days. So I just added some oil to my ends. So especially towards the end of the week, I just find that the oil just keeps my hair nice and moisturized. So applying the oil to your hair throughout the week just ensures that your hair stays moisturized, and also helps with breakage as well. So I just put my hair in a loose bun and then slapped the bonnet on because it's the end of the week and I wasn't really doing much for it the rest of the weekend. So yeah, on Saturday I just took my hair out of the scrunchie and the bonnet, and it's the end of the week, so she's looking a little crusty. So I just did a quick half up, half down hairstyle. If you guys want to see a full tutorial on this, you guys can check out my trying spring half up, half down styles video that I put up maybe like 2 weeks ago. So I'm just doing one of those. I find that this one is probably one of my favorites because it's like the least tension, and it's great if you want to go run errands and your wash and go is not looking the best and it's time to wash it, but you don't really have time that day. So this is a great style to do to run errands or run to the grocery store. That's what I'm doing here, just slapping a little bit of mousse on the front and then brushing the top back. I forgot to mention on Friday that I didn't even take my hair out of the bonnet, which is why it's not in this video. But I hope you guys check out this new bond collection from SheaMoisture. I highly recommend it. I've used it like 3 times already and already noticed a difference in my hair. I've noticed a lot less shedding and a lot less breakage as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So make sure you guys click the link in the description box to shop this new collection, and I will see you guys next time.